Welcome back.
I'm Erika.
And this is Sherry.
And this is Generation
Conversation.
How's it going, everybody?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. How you feeling, Sherry? How was your week?
It was the longest week ever.
It was only 3 days.
Exactly. And it felt like 120.
Dramatic. Well, that's good. I hope everyone had a great week and are excited for the holidays because it's that time.
Yes, I love the holidays.
I do too.
Yes.
So shout outs, of course, go to our favorite Weird Kid. Big things on the way.
Yes, Weird Kid. I heard you doing big things.
Yes. Shout out to him as always. Anybody else you think about shout out?
Just shout out to everybody that's just trying to make it through these times.
Oh, goodness. Yes.
You know, the holiday seasons, with the good that comes with it is some bad as well. You know, some people get depressed and, you know, they may not have family to spend it with, or they may not be on good terms with their family.
Or they might not can spend it with them because of Corona.
Right. So shout out to all of you guys out there that are struggling with these holidays. Just stay in the game.
You're making it through. 2020 is almost over, baby. Okay, you know, I'm not saying that it's all not all gonna go away, but we got more to look forward to in 2021.
Maybe a fresh start.
Yes, for sure. So stay positive. But the holidays are great, like you said, but they're also hard times too.
Right.
But you know, big things on the way for all of us. We made it this far, y'all.
I know that's right.
In the fourth quarter, you know, we a little down in the game, but we gonna come out on top.
We are. We have to.
Yeah, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to everyone who's always tuning in.
Yes.
Always leaving feedback. Always asking when's the next episode gonna drop.
Right.
Just always being there and so supportive. We love you all.
And we do, and we really appreciate it. We really do.
We say that. We can't say it enough, honestly.
Right.
We say it every episode because we mean it.
Yep.
We do.
Yep. So what are we talking about today? This is episode 12, Erika. Can you believe it?
I feel how it feels.
I know.
I know. So, you know, as we kind of jumped off with, we're going to talk about a little holiday season.
Okay, holiday season.
And it's happened on our last episode about trending topics. We tried something new and had some guest stars. So we're going to try that again with this episode. Towards the end here, we're going to have some guest appearances with a little holiday twist.
Right. So make sure you listen to the whole episode.
Even though y'all should be anyway.
All right, let's get started. So, Erika, what is your favorite all-time holiday? Out of the entire year, what's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
Why, greedy? Oh, sorry.
Because
Why?
I'm greedy and I love to eat. I love to eat, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, anything else about Thanksgiving outside of the eating part?
Well, I guess because, you know, every holiday we usually eat, but I feel like Thanksgiving is solely focused on eating. So, no, and then just like it's a good marker to set time for thanks about, you know, the things you're appreciative for. I try to do that every day, but it's just really a good time to hone in on that and the blessings that I have come across and just everything in my life. So on top of the food, I'm very thankful for that, but just being thankful for everything, family and friends, it's a good time for that.
It is, especially this year.
Yeah, for sure. What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is Christmas.
Oh, why Christmas?
Okay, so Christmas is the season of Christmas. I don't know if you could tell or anyone can tell, but people seem to be in a better mood around Christmas time. You know, if you're out, people are not as rude. It seems like people tend to smile a little bit more and speak a little bit more, you know, and they like to talk about the holiday, you know.
Right.
So I like that. And I also love giving.
Yes,
you do.
I was spoiled as a child, y'all, so that was great.
I love it. And every year I say, I'm not going to buy a bunch of stuff this year. I'm not. And every year I do. So I need help.
No, you don't. Nothing wrong with giving. I think what I like about Christmas is the movies.
Oh yeah,
I love Christmas movies.
We watch movies together at Christmas. We have Christmas movies that we like to watch.
Our favorite movie is The Holiday.
Yes.
Our favorite Christmas movie. The Holiday and this Christmas.
Right.
So,
the Holiday has Cameron Diaz
and Jack Black.
Right.
Which was a different role for him.
Yes,
that movie, but he played that part.
It was.
I love that movie so much.
That is a good movie.
Yes.
Check it out, guys.
Yes. So that's something we share. I love Christmas too, but Thanksgiving is it for me.
Is it?
I mean, I think Christmas is good because
we have food on Christmas.
Well, and then it's Christmas celebrations going on prior to Christmas. I feel like Thanksgiving is just one day.
Yeah.
Like Christmas is like a month-long
Yeah.
thing. Like people have like little get-togethers, the potlucks,
Right.
Secret Santas, all month long.
Right.
So
Right.
I can see.
And I like the decorations of the house
Mhm.
and everything during Christmas. Even though nowadays I decorate totally by myself. Totally by myself. No help at all. It's all me. And I decorate the entire house. But it's okay.
Okay. Anything
It's
else you
okay.
want to get off your chest
I'm
while we're
just
here?
saying, I'm just saying. It's
I'll be at work. Okay. This year I got. I don't know.
Exactly.
I could try. I get some nice gifts though, so that
And
makes up for
food
it.
is good, although food on Christmas is not like Thanksgiving, but
right.
it's still, we still do pretty good on Christmas.
Yeah. So those are good. Two good holidays.
They
I don't even
are.
think of other holidays. I know a lot of people, we shared and asked our viewers, a lot of people did say Christmas.
Yeah.
A lot of people did say New Year's too.
Oh.
That's a holiday I don't even really, not that I don't
Recognize.
celebrate, but I just forget about
Right.
it being like a significant holiday. I love New Year's, going out and celebrating. People said that was
I
their
wonder
favorite
why
holiday.
people like New Year's. Well, some people, I could see like in New Year's, like if you're trying to have a fresh start,
I mean, every year you try to have a
you
fresh
do,
start.
and that's a good time. That's like,
Mhm.
a good starting point, and you make your New Year's resolutions.
See, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions
Why?
because I try to have a goal, because I feel like essentially it's just a goal. It's a goal.
Right.
So I try to have a goal to shoot every week,
Right.
sometimes every day. Let me just make it
Right.
to this day without cussing somebody out. Like, I try to have goals throughout the year. So I feel like some people wait for the end of the year to try to change. I'm trying to continuously grow.
And that's
throughout.
good, and that may be, so I think some people have goals throughout the year too, but then when they have a goal, because we have goals, as you know, I have one that I like to start at the beginning of the year and give myself an entire year to do something.
It's definitely a good starting point.
It is.
To have like written down on paper, like, okay,
Mhm.
January 1st, 2021 this is when I started this, and to
Right.
see how far you come.
Right.
That's
And I think
definitely
it's
big.
just a goal that starts on January 1st.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
But yeah, resolutions, nah, I'm not good at those.
we're keeping them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's a goal. All a resolution is to me is a goal that you start at the beginning of the year.
But I mean, I feel like it's so definite. Like, I'm gonna work out every day.
Is your goals definite?
I mean, they're definite, but I definitely know I'm gonna be lacking in some areas. Like this week, I might not be able to work as hard towards my goal as I was the previous week. But I don't know. It's probably a me thing.
I
Like,
was going to
just feel
say
like-
adjust it. Don't
Yeah.
make it so, stringent, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just like my perception of just goals.
Yeah.
I don't really like resolutions.
Yeah.
I think it's just the hype. I don't know.
Right. Well, I guess it depends on how you do it and how you
look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, what holiday do you think has changed the most since your old generation and now?
I think most people probably would think that I would say Christmas.
How would they think you specifically would say
Because
Christmas?
of how commercialized Christmas has gotten.
Right.
But Christmas has always been commercialized for me.
Yeah, I think it's always been the same. I think it's
Yeah.
just more prominent because of social media and technology. Like you're more able to see all that stuff. But
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but it's always been commercialized. But now this is not specifically about a holiday change, but one thing that I have seen in regards to holidays that has changed drastically is how they have widened the celebration of Christmas. In other words, celebrating Christmas starts before Thanksgiving.
It starts before Halloween.
Yes, that's crazy. I've never, that wasn't a thing. You had Halloween decorations, then you had Thanksgiving, and then you had Christmas. You started, Christmas decorations and stuff, but Christmas just moved right on up. It's going to start in 4th of July.
I'm about to say, shoot, Christmas be taking over. Because people just love Christmas.
They do.
They would want Christmas to be all year long if they could.
They do. And if it made people's spirits good and stuff, I would be
mad.
It.
Yeah.
I would be for it. But the holiday that I think has changed the most is Halloween.
Dang it. I was going to say that.
And that's because kids are not, and it's because of, I guess,
craziness
the world.
in the world.
Yeah. kids are not able to celebrate. Halloween was a big deal when I was growing up. Getting dressed up and going out and actually getting candy and finding out who could get the most candy. That was fun, and it was, and all the kids did it. And we went to all different neighborhoods. It wasn't just our neighborhood. We went all over. And you had, your parents still had to check your candy for razor blades at the time. But that was pretty much it. You know what I mean? But on the other side of that, the Halloween costumes now are
off the chain.
Woo!
They are so
creative. I love them too. They're very creative. A lot more creative. We had plastic masks with the rubber to go around the back of your head, and and then like a dress or whatever went to the costume. That was it. But the creativity of people now
is on and popping.
It is.
I love seeing Halloween costumes.
Yes. People really be putting their mind into it.
So yeah, that was gonna be my holiday that I said changed the most. But yeah, everything you said, it's just because this world has gotten so crazy. Shoot, last year we didn't even have any. This year it was expected. I didn't expect for us to have any, but we didn't have any trick or treaters.
No.
Like what? I mean, but you could see the change. Like gradually, it became less and less. And
because you're right. Because even when you guys were young and we were in this same subdivision, it was a ton of people. You guys went out, and I
remember having to wait at the door behind the person in front of me at the door. Like it was packed.
A lot of people gave out candy. Now less people. It became just like the amount of trick or treaters there are less people giving out candy. Right.
So sidebar, we're talking about holidays and how much we like them as far as how it affects people being in certain spirits and moods. Do you feel like, not that they're necessary, but that they represent what they're meant to represent?
That's a good question. So of course, Halloween is supposed to represent spirits and bad things and things, and I believe that it only represents that if you use it for that.
Right, exactly.
We grew up celebrating Halloween, not because we worship the devil or anything like that, but because it was just a good time and a tradition for kids to dress up and scare each other and stuff like that. So I don't know, and it may be, I'm sure some underlying truth to that, but that wasn't what we celebrated in doing that.
Right. And I said that to say, like, about all the holidays, because they all have meanings behind them. But as I've grown older and done my research, most of them aren't accurate in what they depict. And a lot of people are saying it's it's man-made holidays, like they're not real, and we shouldn't celebrate them. But in my opinion, in this day and age, in this world, it's always important to have something to look forward to. What you decide to do on that day, or how you respect it, or what you think it means to you, is on you, essentially. But when you're raised on these holidays and you found value in not just them being the holidays for, Independence Day, the country finding the independence, or Christmas, you find them to mean certain things like family, love, and stuff. It's different. So I feel like people, they try to criticize them so much that it takes away from the holiday and the spirit of it. Holidays, I feel, are very important.
They are, and it sets tradition, and it gives your kids and your family things memories. It creates memories, and it gives like you said, it gives your family an opportunity to get together and come together, especially with this crazy world and all that's going on, and everybody's so busy. It actually slows everything down for a moment.
Exactly. And think about, like, all the family members you wouldn't ever see if you didn't have holidays. If you didn't, So I just wanted to throw that in there.
No, that's a very good point. A very good point.
So speaking of that topic, do you think it's okay to allow kids to believe in Santa?
Oh goodness, this has been a topic that I've heard about for a long time, and I think it is. Personally, I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think that it just gives kids, okay, so to me, that's just like them watching a television show with a princess on it, or, a unicorn on it. And, they believe when they're children that really exists. And then they grow up and they realize that that's just make believe.
Right.
And the same with Santa Claus. You know, it gives kids, I think us taking that stuff away from kids is taking their childhood away. For sure. In a sense.
Yeah.
I think that them believing in Santa and having something to look forward to, having a reason to behave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of factors go into that. Yes.
I think that is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to them. It makes them, you know, it just makes them want to do better and be better.
Right.
And I think nothing's ever wrong with that.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree. Like, man, it's just so funny though, seeing the progression of it. Because I know I believed in Santa up until what age do you think?
You stopped
maybe
believing,
like 8.
Yeah, you stopped believing before Kendall.
Yeah, I was a little early because I was just like, I was very logical.
Yes.
And then I was just trying to figure out, you know, who is this fat man in a red suit? Like, why he gonna give me gifts and all this stuff?
And it's so funny, but remember, I used to change the handwriting.
Yes, and you should have never changed the handwriting. You should have kept the hand.
But then you would have figured it out because I would give you gifts from me.
No, you changed the handwriting over the years. Like, from Santa, you changed it.
Oh, no. What I did was I changed it because I used to sign all the gifts. It would either say from mommy and daddy or then it would say from Santa. And it was all in the same handwriting.
Yeah.
And then as you start getting more logical and asking all these 50 million questions, I was like, oh, shoot. So I started changing the Santa handwriting different.
Yeah, and I was peeping and it was just not making sense. But I love, like, I really love that part of, like, you know, trying to catch all of that. Like, okay, where is Santa at? Coming downstairs looking. And I would be like, who ate this cookie? Like, you loved it too. You really would try to pull it off.
I did.
I'm like, dang, so he really just ate half the cookie. He didn't want to take the whole cookie. Or like the milk.
And I would be like, no, Santa has a lot of cookies to eat. Think about all the cookies
he
he
would go with it and explain everything. That's why I love you, man. You kept that dream alive, but you tried to. But I wasn't having it.
And Kendall, he questioned it, but he wasn't sure. And like whatever my comebacks were convincing him, and he would
just go with it as long as he got his gifts.
Right.
I think maybe if you had all my gifts from Santa, then maybe because y'all would get some bomb gifts from you and Daddy, and then Santa would give a bomb gift. I'd be like, you know, right? I can do without Santa's gift. They give me good gifts too.
And then they would go to bed, and y'all be up there not sleep.
Man, that would be the smallest amount of sleep that I would ever get as a child. Christmas Eve. Goodness. Wake up at 4 in the morning.
Yes, and come in the room because we did not allow them to go downstairs without us. So they would come in the room and be like, you up, Mom? You up? And I'd be like, give us 10 minutes. Give us 10 minutes.
And that's how I know I got older. Like, I was able to go downstairs after they went to sleep and it'd be okay.
Right, right.
Shoot, my mom's still trying to keep Santa alive. She still be writing Santa's name on my gifts, y'all. I'm 25 years old, okay? she needs some kids.
I still wait till y'all sleep to wrap the gifts.
I'm like, Mom, I know where all the hiding places are. I know what you got me. I sent you my whole list.
No, that's the thing. You still sending the list. What about that?
Because
why are you 25 still sending a Christmas list?
Because I want you to give me exactly what I want so we're both happy. You don't want me to open a gift and I'll be like, oh, what is this?
Oh my goodness. But I remember how I used to just waste money. It was ridiculous. I would just buy.
But it wasn't, if you think about it now, like I have that to look back on. Like that was really.
It was memories. It was hundreds of dollars of memories. Yeah.
But it set a tradition. It set a tone. It I feel like in a way made me who I am.
Yeah.
Just feeling all that. Like, you know, you did all of that for me. Like that made me feel special.
Right.
You know, and that makes me feel special.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, generation conversation. So how old do you think you were when you stopped believing or you kind of caught on?
Right. So I would say probably about 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So at our house, my sister and I, we would get up and we would flash our lights on the porch. And it was two brothers that lived across the street. And if they were up, they would flash their lights too. It was just to say we're up.
Right.
Nothing.
That's
it.
funny.
Mm-hmm. And then we would open up our gifts and of course, you know, you couldn't wait to tell your friends what you got to find out what they got.
They would call you, what you get, girl? What you get?
Yeah.
And I'll be ready to rock my latest outfit to school. Yes.
Yep. So that, you know, it was just exciting and fun, and, you know, everybody would come over, and I always tried to have a extra gift. Every year I always try to buy a gift just in case somebody came over that we weren't expecting. I never want anyone to feel left out. So I would buy something kind of universal. It got kind of hard to do, but just so everybody could get a gift.
And then another sidebar. So what do you feel as though, or do you feel as though gift giving, all the things we do on Christmas, decorating, meeting with people, takes away from what Christmas was meant to be about, Jesus being born?
Right. I think that it is not recognized enough about what the holiday is about, because it does seem like it's all about gifts. But at the same time, the idea of giving is definitely something that Jesus wants us to do. That's how I feel, that he wants us to be givers and to have a big heart. And I think that if if you're giving on his birthday, I don't think he's mad.
Right.
You know, I don't necessarily think he wants us to celebrate his birthday the way we celebrate each other's birthday.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think he wants us to be, because, you know, when we celebrate each other's birthday, it's about, you know, giving gifts to us. Well, he wants us to do for others, to love as others, a gift.
Yeah.
Right. So. Yeah.
And I'm speaking on a basis of us being Christians, you know, because a lot of people aren't Christians, or they're of other religions, so they may not even see Christmas as being that. Right. So they can, I mean, because I feel like, well, what's the religion who doesn't celebrate Christmas?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Well, and then Kwanzaa.
Right. Yeah.
They don't. I mean, I feel like I met someone who celebrates Kwanzaa and Christmas.
Shelly, maybe.
Well, I don't know if it was. I don't know. I always thought if you celebrate Kwanzaa, you don't celebrate Christmas.
Right. Some people don't. It's just a different form. They have so they make gifts for each other. You know, they have different days. Yeah,
but no, I was just curious as to, you know, that's what my original question was, as far as
what do you
the
think
meaning
about
being taken
what do you
away.
Think about that?
I feel like, you know, it's definitely not addressed enough what the holiday is supposed to be about. And I think you guys try to instill that into us. You know, we pray before we open our gifts, or we just make it known that, you know, Jesus is the reason for the season. But also in the same token, I just really understand, like, everyone is different and they believe in different things. Right. So it's a holiday for everybody of any religion, or even people who don't believe in anything. So I kind of get it. Like, it is commercialized. It is, you know, for other people who don't believe. So I don't expect it to be too much of. But as long as I know what I believe, and as a Christian, I celebrate it and I respect it in that way, it doesn't matter really what everybody else believes. It's not a holiday. It wasn't even really when he was born. If we go back into the Bible, it's not. But as Christians, we celebrate it in the way we know how to celebrate it, and let everybody else do it their way. So, you know, we can only do what we can do. But I was just curious. Right.
And see, the whole thing about Thanksgiving, the holiday of Thanksgiving is about, you know, supposedly discovering, you know.
But
I know, but in that time or during dinner, we're thanking God. You know what I mean? That's not necessarily what the season is about.
I don't feel like any holiday represents what it's supposed to represent. No holiday.
Right. That's true.
No holiday. Even like Easter, like that's a Christian holiday. It is. Straight up.
It is.
But people don't recognize, they get dressed in their flyers clothes, and
people that go to church.
Some people go to church, but people just cook, you know. Right. No holiday really represents what it's meant to represent.
I don't know how you can actually celebrate a holiday with what it's actually meant to represent. Like, if you think about it. So for Easter, what do you do to celebrate Christ rising again?
I mean, I guess just worshiping him, giving thanks, going to church, and just communing with others.
And eating.
Yeah. So, I mean,
So, you know,
I don't know.
That's a good point, though.
Because I just feel like everybody tries to find the logic behind holidays and just, like I said, take away from it. But if you think about it like that, no holiday really
I know.
Nothing in this world represents
what it's supposed to,
or not even what it's supposed to. Essentially, what you want it to. Like it is what you make it.
It is.
So
it is.
I just,
it is.
So, what are some old school holiday traditions that you guys celebrated?
I think I've done the best I could with bringing my old school traditions up through to you guys.
What do you call it? Pollyanna?
Was that something? Yeah. You remember that. Good job.
Yes, because that's Secret Santa now.
I know, and people don't even know what Pollyanna is.
Because it's not a thing now.
Well, maybe that's a northern thing.
Pollyanna. So explain what Pollyanna, because you say it's different from Secret Santa.
Yes.
So explain what Pollyanna is.
So a Pollyanna is a gift exchanging game or something where you pick names out of the hat and then you give.
We always get it mixed up.
I know. So Secret Santa, the Secret Santa.
Oh, I thought Pollyanna, you don't know who gave it to you. Secret Santa, you don't know who gave it to you. Right. Pollyanna, I think you can know.
Right. I think you're
something
right.
That's difference.
I think
something.
You're right. Yes, you're right. So So with the Pollyanna, I know I have you. You have me, or whatever the case is. But Secret Santa is a secret throughout
forever,
the entire
the whole time. You're never gonna know.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know if I felt like that was an old school thing.
Maybe.
What other traditions do you think that you've brought to the new school?
Right. Well, I know what we used to try to do was putting the star on the top of the tree was something that was a big deal. Like, even if I decorated the whole tree, I would wait until everybody was here to put the star on. You know what I mean? That was a big thing. That didn't last long with you guys.
We were some busy kids, okay?
My goodness, not at all. But Easter also. Easter was big with going. That was one of the things I probably should have answered as far as what has changed between holidays, because with us, Easter was a big deal. I mean, you got dressed. And that's not what happens now. You got dressed, get dressed up, you go to church.
Yeah, I know some people who still see it as that. They get dressed up really nicely.
Right. So that is a tradition that we had. I'm trying to think of some other holidays that we're not even touching on, because there are a lot more.
I know, I'll be thinking like 4th of July, Labor Day.
Those are all basic, because all that is about is barbecuing and fireworks.
What else?
What kind of holidays? What do you think are some new school traditions?
I was gonna say for Thanksgiving they have Friendsgiving now. Like, they'll just have like a get together for the friends, give thanks for the friends prior to Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. That's good.
And then Christmas, just like I said, all the celebrations prior to Christmas, the parties. I feel like do you feel like it was as many parties and get-togethers prior to?
I don't know if there were, and I just didn't go or didn't know about them.
I feel like Christmas be popping.
Yeah, it'd be a lot going on at Christmas time. But, I don't remember going to any kind of Christmas party growing up. I mean, when I got much older, the job would have a Christmas party and things like that. But, that's another thing, too. Because of the time we live in and everybody pretty much has different ideas about Christmas and stuff. Before, Christmas was celebrated everywhere, and at work, everywhere. It just was. But now, because everybody is not Christian and everybody doesn't believe in Christmas, they have it, a holiday. They call it,
the way they recognize it.
The way they recognize it is not Christmas. And they even trying to replace the Christ in Christmas with the next.
Now that would make a lot of people mad, a lot of the Christians.
So my thing is that if you don't believe in it,
don't celebrate it, or don't. You don't have to celebrate it in that way. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you don't have. I don't know. Like 4th of July, I don't believe none of the stuff they say. Like it's Independence Day.
Right.
I'm a black woman in America. I was, my people wasn't.
That's still not independent.
Yeah,
right?
Shoot. So I don't, but I'm celebrating because I like to eat and I like to do fire. I'm not celebrating the concept. it's a day off.
You just volunteer. Yeah, you just being involved in the festivities.
Yes, the festivities. Right. And like that's when people get too deep. Just chill and just enjoy. Like I said, if something doesn't look forward to, you get a day off of the year, some time to just celebrate it in your own way. Make the belief in whatever you believe.
Right. Like Juneteenth. That's a holiday that needs to be celebrated more. That, it's just been shunned.
Yeah. I think we'll get that some way.
Right.
Yeah. This year was like the first time I feel as though I ever celebrated.
Right.
We didn't really celebrate.
No, we didn't.
Explain briefly to some of our viewers Juneteenth.
So Juneteenth is the time where, in actuality, in real life, we were free from being slaves.
And yeah, we as in Africans.
Right.
I don't even want to say African Americans.
It was Africans in general.
Yes.
In general.
Black people.
Right.
Yeah. So that's our Independence Day.
Exactly.
And then there's a lot of, if I like on the calendar, I'll be looking on some holidays that come up, and it'll be some Independence Days for
other countries, right?
And stuff.
And they have Independence.
But I don't feel like we get that.
Right.
I see Juneteenth on the calendar,
right?
On the Apple calendar,
right?
But yeah, something that needs to be recognized, and even if it's not, we really want it to be. Because it is very important, but we still celebrate it regardless. So that's what I mean. Like, you make it is what you make it of any holiday.
It is. But they have so many. Okay, one of the holidays that can go, just go, is Columbus Day.
Oh yeah,
that holiday just needs to go.
It's so irrelevant to everything, and it's a lying holiday. Okay,
that's just. But again, these are just our opinions.
Strong opinions. No, for sure. I'm trying to think of some new school
traditions. What about Valentine's Day? How do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day? Oh, guys,
I forgot that's a holiday.
Oh,
Lord Jesus, I ain't celebrated Valentine's Day. I don't know how long. I mean, because I never really see you guys celebrate it that much.
I always get flowers or candy. Candy.
That's something that's regular.
Then we go to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people do it up big for Valentine's Day. Some
I think new people, like new relationships.
Yeah, some, or even old ones. Some what is that celebration of it when you're single? Oh, Galentine's Day.
Galentine's?
Yes.
What's the Galentine's?
I have no idea. I got invited one year, and I'm not really sure. Let me see.
And you went?
No.
Oh.
I mean, not that I was supposed to. I just couldn't go.
Oh.
It is a celebration of female friendship. A lot of people may say it's a bitterness thing, but I mean, if you're single and you got this holiday that's celebrating relationships,
right.
You do have not no choice, but you do feel left out.
Right, that's true.
So you kind of want to celebrate your singleness.
Right.
So
I think that came from a movie, a show.
Yeah, it was a movie.
It was a show, Parks and Recreation.
Oh, yeah. So that's something new. Do you feel as like New Year's has gotten bigger, like the way it's celebrated? Did y'all really make it as big as a deal as they do?
We did. Yeah. We did.
Okay.
I think it's about the same. It was always a big deal. You stayed up late if you didn't go out. If you weren't out, you stayed up late and waited till the ball dropped. And you hugged, whoever you was with and kissed them, so.
Have you ever gotten, you're married. I was saying New Year's kiss.
I'm sure I have. I can't, I'm sure I have, because I'm,
Well, not saying you're married, because you could be just your husband, but.
Oh, right, no, well, shoot, now we so old, we probably usually be in the bed asleep by the time the years roll in, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so those holidays, but the end of the year, it's amazing how the two biggest holidays of the year are right near each other.
I always wonder whose idea was. That's why it's just man-made.
But I don't think that they meant for it to be the biggest ones. I think they just became the biggest ones.
And maybe because the year is almost over and just like, I don't know.
Yeah, but it really makes. I like the fact that they're not close to each other towards the end of the year, because it makes the end of the year at work go fast. Because you have all this time off.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. But then it's just like you're scrambling to get everything all at the same time, all at the end of the year.
Right.
You're scrambling to get everything together.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah.
So, yeah. But I love, what were some of the things that the people that you asked?
I didn't ask them all of the same questions we put out. Okay. I asked them what their favorite holiday was, and they said, like I said, a lot of people said Christmas.
Somebody say anything different that you wouldn't?
Like what?
Like Martin Luther King Day or something.
What was one of the holidays? It was like I was surprised about New Year's, honestly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Someone said Halloween.
Oh yeah, a lot of people that like to get dressed up.
Yeah, really just Christmas.
Right.
Not as many people said Thanksgiving like I would have liked and hoped, but it's cool. More food for me. But as far as like the differences, or what holiday do you think has changed the most? Someone said Christmas. They don't really put up decorations anymore. And I think that'll come with age too. Like, these holidays will start to seem different, but you're growing older. Your values are different, what you want to do. Right. And I feel like Christmas will be different for me when I start to have kids and a family of my own. And even for you too, it'll be different because you're going to have more kids to spoil and tell lies about Santa. But
it's so exciting though.
I know, it really is.
So exciting.
Oh yeah. So what is your favorite holiday food?
Oh yeah. Macaroni and cheese.
Really?
Yes. Macaroni and cheese.
Gotta love the mac and cheese. Now that is a party foul if you don't make good macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Seriously.
That'll ruin a Thanksgiving.
It will.
There are two, the turkey and the mac and cheese.
Yep. They're very important.
They're very, very important. Turkey or ham, whatever you prefer.
Right.
But yes, mac and cheese, I give you that.
I saw a meme. It said, you need at least 5 to 7 years of work experience and 3 references to make Thanksgiving mac and cheese.
For real, like it's that serious. It's serious. You gotta have good mac and cheese.
And yams are important too.
Now that's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, I love me some yams now.
We can have macaroni and cheese and yams and not have a turkey, and I'll be all right.
Me too, girl. No, for real. Like I'll be okay. Like, I cannot wait. So we're recording the day before Thanksgiving. So just so y'all know, tomorrow's Thanksgiving in our world.
Right.
Baby, when you
shout out to Auntie Rainey.
Yes,
that
she coming through for the mac and cheese. Now you know she is thebomb.com.
Yeah, because she's in charge of both and have always been in charge of both.
And we trust her, y'all.
Yes.
And I'm an eater, so what I say is true and legit. That stuff be busting, okay? No, I cannot wait, man. But yeah, so a lot of people said mac and cheese for theirs. People said dressing. I hate dressing.
Do you? Maybe because your mother hasn't made it correctly yet.
But we've had other people make it.
Well, Eric likes my dressing, so
I don't like dressing.
No. I mean, I'm not crazy about it. I could definitely do without it.
It's like sweet bread with some crumbs and weird stuff in it. I'm like, whose idea was this?
I know.
What is dressing?
I know. Stuffing is just, it depends on who makes it. It's bread. It's bread. Okay. It's breading.
Is it like crackling bread?
Kind of. But you can mix it, you can mix it with meat. You can put meat in it and stuff like that. No.
I'm a texture person. Like, certain textures.
Do you like cranberry sauce?
I love cranberry sauce.
Yes, you do. That's right. You and your father. And that's a weird texture.
I mean, it's just like Jell-O.
Yeah, I guess it's thicker than Jell-O, though.
There's some thick Jell-O. No, Jell-O's thicker than cranberry sauce. I can slurp. I can slurp cranberry sauce. Jell-O, I can't necessarily slurp. Like I can slurp it.
Oh,
I'm sorry to get a little.
We're going
I can slurp it and then it'll just go down like a liquid. Jell-O is like I gotta.
Moving on. Okay.
But no, I love Thanksgiving food. Period.
Yeah, I do too.
It's the best.
Do too. I know.
So if you ever wanna, get on my good side, just bring me some Thanksgiving
food.
Period. Oh, what about dessert? What's your favorite dessert for the holidays?
I do love that banana pudding. I do love banana pudding.
Say my answers first. Let me say them.
Sorry. You asked me. So what else do I like? I like chocolate cake.
Okay, yeah.
I love chocolate cake. And I do like, I guess sweet potato pie is a dessert.
It is.
But I like sweet potato pie too.
Yes. I love banana pudding.
Yes, she does. Shout out to Auntie Dot.
Auntie Dot in the building. They must be blessing me. I got some great family. And it's sad that I based that on how well they cook for me.
Especially being as though she can't cook as a result of it.
You can't put that on Fresh Street. Gosh, I can cook a little something. Man.
She's going to have to learn all this stuff when she is on her own.
Okay. Anyway. But yeah, so, we wanted to share our insights on everything. And we're actually going to let y'all hear some views about some of our family and friends and how they feel about the holidays.
Yes.
So check it out. You can come back in.
Afterwards?
You can go. You can start it.
Maybe
to close it? Or how you want it?
Yeah, or that was good. Like that, right?
Yeah.
What?
I was going to say, do you want it to be specific? Like, if we listen to it, and no, it's okay.
Yeah,
we don't have
just
time
general,
to record it.
right?
Oh, we like, no, we love our people. Like
right,
it's something like laughing.
Right. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes.
You know, we always got a lot of opinionated people in our family.
Very strong opinions. You see where we get it from.
So again, thank you for joining us for this episode of Holiday Seasons.
Yes, and I hope y'all have great holidays. Y'all cherish the time you have with your loved ones and friends.
Yes.
And just, continue to share that love and just be there for everybody, because this is a hard time, y'all.
It is. And if you need someone to be there for you, reach out to someone.
Yeah, or you can reach out to us.
You really can. That's not a joke.
We're not opposed to that. We're so serious.
Yeah, we really can, because everybody needs someone.
Yes, at any time in their life,
Yep. We love you as always.
As always. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.